Jeremy. I'm a husband, father to two amazing girls, and a Fort Worth, Dallas real estate professional. Moving to Fort Worth has been one of the biggest adventures and blessings to our family over these last 10 years. Fort Worth has many endearing nicknames. Some people call her Panther City, while our most seasoned folks call her Cowtown. Some people call her Funky Town. The new kids call her FT Dub. No matter what you call her, just don't call her a suburb of Dallas. But the most exciting part of this city are its people. I've had the honor of helping so many new friends and family buy, sell, and invest in tons of commercial and residential real estate in this city. I want to introduce you to some of these amazing people, because at the end of every real estate close, there's a new chapter and story to be told. These are those people, and this is the Panther City Project. People, spaces, and places.
Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming over.
Well, I'm glad to be here. It's always fun to come back.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of want to take some time to share a little bit about our relationship, share a little bit about this house, and share some things, some incredible things that you have going on out here in the back. You know, tell me a little bit about your role, what you do.
I work at TCU. I work with Fellowship Christian Athletes. I've been with FCA for 18 years now. I've been here at TCU, about to step into my year 14 year there. And it's been an amazing journey. I have the privilege of doing life with the student athletes and coaches there. We lead one-on-one Bible studies, large group studies. We do a lot of mentorship, a lot of just guidance. We want to come in. We're not coaching the X's and O's of the plays, but what we are doing is coaching the heart.
Coaching the heart.
I
was hoping you were going to say that.
We're coaching the heart.
Yeah, so because getting to see you in your element, seeing you leading those kids, understanding, being former athletes, how important that was. If I had a Chauncey back when I was playing ball in college, how my life would have looked even more different. And man, I'm just so grateful.
I appreciate that.
For you and for your heart. And that's why I support, that's why I serve on your board.
Yep.
And that's where I'm excited, because God continues to do things in and through your leadership. And, you know, I always make you blush because I'm your biggest fan. I'm your biggest cheerleader.
Cool, man, I appreciate it.
Like, who needs a hype man? I'm the hype man. I'm Chauncey's hype man.
Everybody needs a hype man. Everybody needs a Jeremy Day.
That's it, man. I'm doing with the towel, like, let's go.
I appreciate that.
But it was in 2019 when I had the opportunity to help you guys start looking for a house.
Yes.
I knew you guys knew a lot of realtors, so I wasn't, just like when we first met, I wasn't trying to roll up on you. But it was exciting when we decided that we were going to work together.
Yeah.
And I got to start showing you houses.
Yeah.
I mean, how many houses do you think we looked at?
We probably went through at least 10 plus houses. You know, my wife and I, she's a beautiful design-minded type person.
And she loves design.
Yes.
And she's an incredible designer.
She is.
I had a designer on this side. I mean, this is like the perfect HGTV TV show.
Correct.
Premise.
Yep.
I had the person that wanted a house with charm and character, that wanted to do hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of upgrade. And then I had you on the other side, and you were like, man, I just want to move in, turnkey. Yes. I want it to be clean.
Yes.
I think I heard modern, clean.
Yes.
White lines.
Yes. I just want, give me the key, we move in, and everything else is ready to go.
So we looked at like over 10 homes easily. I think we're being modest.
Yeah, it probably was more.
I remember it was probably a few more houses than that.
Yes.
But we looked at old houses, lots of brand new houses.
Yes, we wanted to be somewhere that was close to campus.
Yeah.
And to, you know, being close to TCU and trying to find something that proximity, you know, just price-wise can be, you know, crazy. And then also too, just, you know, we were praying about space, you know, being able to have space to host students here in a house.
I think we were pretty close on a house out in Walsh Range. I remember I went home that night and I was kind of conflicted because I was like, man, I know Chauncey loves that, but I could still hear Danika's voice in the back of my head. Yeah. And so I remember I opened up the search one more time. And I looked and I was going through and I was looking through listing after listing. And then there was just this one house
and it was tired, and it looked like it needed tons of work.
Yes.
But I remember it being about 10 minutes away from campus, and I opened it up, and I remember going through the pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get Chauncey to this house.
Looking at the pictures, I could tell it needed a lot of work. There was nothing that attracted me to the house or even the potential of the house because all I could see, like, man, this thing needs a lot of work.
I remember when you got on the site, I was super skeptical. Like, even though I sent you the house, we got here and we were looking around, and I was just like, man, this is a little bit more work than I thought. You know, even the pictures didn't even do it justice. Yeah. I remember you standing in the backyard and you just kind of looking around, and you're quiet, but you were really quiet. And then I remember the first words out of your mouth, you were quiet. It was like 5 minutes, which really felt like it was like an hour. And then the words that came out of your mouth was like, we need to get Danica over here. And the rest is history.
Yep.
You saw a vision that goes beyond what I was even seeing as your agent, as your friend.
Man, I just remember walking in and looking at the house, like, okay, well, it needs some work. There's a big chain link fence that went across the backyard. And I remember I kept, why is there a big, tall chain link fence? Like, what's going on? And then there was a small little opening because there was so much vegetation.
It's like Narnia.
Yes, Chronicle of Narnia. It was a light pole, matter of fact. And it was a light pole. It was a light pole. And I was like, the movie Chronicle of Narnia. I was like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna walk in this little opening.
And your old country butt went in there.
And you didn't want to go.
Of course I didn't want to go. I'm a city slicker.
Yes.
Now, I think I had my skinny pants on.
You did.
I had my boots on.
You did.
You were like, hey man, I'm about to go in here. And I was like,
yes. And man, I walked in, and still even when I walked into the surface behind that fence, I couldn't tell what it was. It wasn't until I saw the old tennis court net laying on the ground, and I looked around the 360, the fence all the way around. I said, this is a tennis court. And just felt like in the moment, God said, this is it. I'm thinking about the ministry, the impact that we can have. And then being 7 minutes from TCU's campus, which is crazy.
But that's what's incredible about real estate and being patient, trusting God, being focused on what you're looking for. This was the house. And so I always say this, it takes a team, first of all, whenever you're looking for a home. But then I also say that the best house that you can buy is one that you can put your own fingerprint on. Your fingerprint is over every inch of this house. I see you, I see Danica, I see your family, I see the inspiration. And that was what's exciting about being here in this space. But talk to me about after you did all this work inside the house and it ministered to you, it ministered to you, your wife, your kids. But then God put something else on your heart.
We finished the house, did the remodeling, and just really began to think about, okay, what do we want to do with this space back here? And so my wife and I just began through praying, and we were reading through scriptures one morning. We came across, enter to his gates with thanksgiving, to his court with praise. It felt like God said the court ministry. And so what we did was zoned off that area and created a nonprofit with the sole purpose of really giving our home away, giving that space away. We want to be able to help create an environment of leaders and compassionate individuals who are making our society better. A space where it's safe. The people that are in this environment, their hearts is to glorify God, to just see dreams and imaginations, to see little kids playing basketball, they're playing volleyball. We just been able to turn this place into a house of ministry. The court is a place of ministry. God took our prayers, and we're just trying to honor what God has put in our hand to make the city better, to invest in young adults, and to invest in our college students as well.
So let me get this straight, Chauncey. This is why I love you, man. And it makes me emotional because this is why we've been friends for so many years. You guys prayed, you got exactly what you wanted in the house. Instead of just enjoying it for yourself and for your family, you turn it back around and you want to give it away.
Correct.
I feel like you're one of my heroes, and I'm so grateful that you've turned not just a place that you live into a place where you enjoy, but a place you get to share with other families, other kids, impacting them in a way that they would never get to be impacted if it wasn't for you and Danica praying and releasing this home to other kids and other families.
Definitely.
As you can see, there are some incredible people in the Panther City. Thank you for allowing me, your host, your guide, Jeremy, to take you on this journey. I'll see you next time on the Panther City Project, People, Spaces, and Places.